Subscribe to Learncab and hit the bell icon to get notified.
Hi friends, now that we are done with the chapter of budgetary control, let's go to the next chapter, transfer pricing. Many people say that transfer pricing is tough, but let me tell you, if we get the base very strong, then this chapter is very easy. I would give you mainly three concepts in this chapter of transfer pricing. The first one is basics. Second one is shared contribution method. And the third one is contribution per labor hour. Out of these three, the basics is the most important one. Once we get the basics strong, rest are all a continuation of the basics itself. So let's start with the basic example, as I always do, a basic background for this chapter. Please listen to it very carefully. Once this background is very much clear to you and it's thorough to you, then almost all the questions of transfer pricing will become very easy. To explain the concept, we would look at a picture. What do you see on the board? This time we have got another food item, that is egg biryani. I am assuming that this egg biryani has got mainly two ingredients. One is it has 2 eggs, then it has rice. Alright, so keeping this as an example, now I would give you a table through which we will understand the whole of transfer pricing. Let us assume I am running a hotel. In this hotel, I sell egg biryani. Inside my hotel, I am having two divisions. The first division is known as egg division, and the second division is known as biryani division. I'll call it as egg biryani division. Alright. Now, the person who is managing this division is known as, let us say, Mr. Egg, and this fellow is known as Mr. Biryani. Now, here the peculiarity is that egg division, once they are producing boiled eggs, they have two options. Option 1, they can sell the eggs outside, and second one, they can sell it to the biryani division also, or that's what I call it as sell it in-house. So friends, egg division has got two options: sell the eggs outside or sell it in-house. Biryani division is having two options: either buy from egg division or buy from outside. I hope this picture is very clear to you. Now I'll put a lot of numbers in this picture to make it more understandable to all of you. I'm taking a fresh page. Particulars, egg division, biryani division. Let us say the selling price of one egg is 10 rupee and the selling price of one egg biryani is 100 rupees. Variable cost of making an egg is, let us say, 5 rupees. And the variable cost of making biryani has got two parts. One, it has got to buy eggs either from the egg division or from outside. And second cost is a material cost. So I'll call it as variable cost, which is direct cost, that is material, labor, etc. And the second one would be transfer price. Alright, that is the price at which this division is selling egg to the biryani division. Right now we have not decided on this. We will decide what can be the price. The other direct cost of making biryani is, let us say, 60. Other than the cost of egg, which might either be transferred from here or it can be purchased from outside. So based on this, we are not calculating the contribution right now. We'll just keep the contribution part also pending, because when the egg cost comes, the contribution would automatically change. Now I would put the next part as the demand. Let us assume that, or let's forget about demand now, that I'll show you with the future permutation combination. Capacity. Let us assume that egg division can produce maximum of 1000 eggs and biryani division can produce a maximum of 500 biryani. This is the basic information. I repeat once again, egg has a selling price of 10, biryani has a selling price of 100. The material cost for that direct variable cost for egg is 5, for biryani is 60. Transfer price for egg, for time being we don't know what is the price at which he is going to sell the egg to the biryani division, and the capacity is told to be 1000 eggs for the first one, 500 biryani for the second one. Now I would like to analyze the calculations of Mr. Egg separately, Mr. Biryani separately. We will first look from Mr. Egg's point of view. Mr. Egg is having a capacity of 1000 units. I will take two simple permutation combination for you to explain how Mr. Egg will decide to price the product. There can be two situations. Situation 1. Situation 2. Situation 1, Mr. Egg has no demand. In other words, Mr. Egg cannot sell his product outside because nobody is there to purchase his eggs. Now Mr. Egg is sitting there idle. He has no job at all. He can do only one thing. That one thing is sell these eggs to the biryani division. For doing so, Mr. Egg can get 10 rupee? No. Mr. Biryani division will never be happy with that. He is not having any other cost. So, Mr. Egg would be willing to sell at a price lower than 10 rupee, but he will not sell it for a price less than 5 rupees, because for manufacturing that egg, his variable cost involved is 5 rupees. So here, since there is no demand, his transfer price would be only the variable cost, which is equal to 5 rupees. Let's go to situation number 2. He is having very high demand. Whatever egg he is producing, people are purchasing in the outside market. In this case, he will prefer selling the eggs outside. If he wants to sell this egg inside to the biryani division, at least minimum to minimum, he would charge 10 rupees. Friends, this 10 rupees is nothing but variable cost of 5 rupees plus contribution of 5 rupees. Here, the variable cost is 5 rupees. Contribution is taken as 0 because he has no demand at all. This is the calculation for Mr. Egg. I repeat once again, there can be two situations for Mr. Egg. Situation number 1, no demand. Situation number 2, high demand. If he has no demand at all, then he sells it for whatever price is okay, but at least he should get 5 rupees. So the minimum transfer price from egg point of view will be the variable cost only, as there is no contribution which is foregone. When the demand is very high, at that time, if he is selling this food item, that is egg, he will prefer to get the variable cost of 5 rupees also, plus had he sold it outside, he would have got a contribution of 5. Now by selling it inside, he is losing that contribution. That also has to be taken into account. So friends, from this I would make a theory that minimum transfer price from egg's point of view minimum transfer price from X point of view will be the variable cost plus contribution foregone. When it is running in no demand, it will be 5 rupee plus 0 because there is no contribution foregone. Hence the price will be 5 rupees. If he is running on high demand, then it would be 5 rupee variable cost plus 5 rupee contribution that he would have got had he sold it outside. So his cost will turn out to be 10 rupee. This is how the brain of Mr. Egg will work. Now let us go and analyze how the brain of Mr. Biryani will work. Transfer price from Biryani point of view. From Mr. Biryani point of view, he has two situations. Situation number 1, he can buy from outside for, let us say, 7 rupees. If he can buy this from outside at 7 rupees, then maximum price that he would be willing to pay to the egg division would only be 7 rupees. Option 2, he can buy from outside at, let us say, 12 rupees only. In that case, maximum price what he would be willing to pay would be 12 rupees or less than 12 rupees. He will never be willing to pay beyond 12 rupees. This is how the brain of Biryani division will work. Now we have understood how the brain of egg division will work, how the brain of Biryani division will work. Let us consolidate the whole thing into 4 permutation combinations. I'll give a heading called combination. Okay, I'll put the first one as combination number 1. We have 2 divisions, egg, and the second one is biryani. From this I'll find out what will be the transfer price from egg's point of view, what will be the transfer price from biryani point of view. From this I will find out the range of transfer price. Let us take combination number 1. Combination number 1, egg is having no demand. Biryani can buy from outside at 7 rupees. This is combination 1. Combination 2 is no demand. He can buy from outside at 12. Combination 3 is full demand. He can buy from outside at 7. Combination 4, full demand, buy from outside at 12. Now let's check it one at a time. If egg is having no demand, the minimum price from egg's point of view will be 5. Biryani can buy from outside at 7. So maximum price from biryani point of view will be 7. So any price between 5 to 7 will be acceptable to both the parties. Let us take situation number 2. No demand, outside at 12. So minimum price here is 5, maximum price here is 12. So any range between 5 to 12 will be acceptable to both the parties. He is running in full demand, situation 3. So minimum price from his point of view will be 10, maximum price from biryani point of view will be 7. Now what will you do? This would mean these two are not coming at an agreement. At that point, what we will do is that we would say, egg, you please sell outside. Biryani, you please buy from outside. And the last one, full demand 12. So here will be 10, here will be 12. So any price between 10 to 12 will be acceptable to both the parties. This covers the 4 permutation combinations on which the base of this chapter transfer pricing lies. I request you to maybe work out this question 2 to 3 times, get the concept very strong. Then trust me, when you crack any question, you will find it very easy, because this is the major base of the whole chapter of transfer pricing. Thank you, friends.